even died for his trouble. Oh, the grab actually landing on a Gamma Tempest, the tumble immediately, but not gonna result in any kills here. But little Jeffy, man, he is a beast with those hooks.
You got to give it to Cookies though. Did really well with that explosive cast, pushing that
yeah, the
underneath the turret.
Potential of that explosive cask, really nice.
Zach being in the right place at the right time though, at that Wraith Camp slingshotting over the wall.
Very
really well done. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've just got it all just sort of calming down now. Calming down. We've got a 1k gold lead for Pocket Dragons, which is not something that we were expecting after that pretty nice effort in the top lane earlier on by Requiem, but they've really covered that off as far as getting some kills in the bot and mid lane. Unfortunately, Krusnik's not doing exactly what he needs to do with that Thresh in order to win them that lane, but it's very difficult with the Vayne, and she's keeping up really well in CS, which is really good news for Requiem.
And Riven just trying to keep that Shyvana off the top lane, off that top turret as best as she can with her stun and broken wings.
Yeah, but you can't stop a Shyvana from pushing. It's just what's going to happen. And Habibi's just sort of not even caring about what Riven's doing at this point. Happy to tank the turret a bit, do whatever, and he's going to take this turret, I think, at this point.
It's PK. It's PK turret.
Wow, it's actually the ultimate's being popped out of Sunny, but the Dragon's Descent being thrown out as well. Oh, both of them going... actually flashing over the Wind Slash. That was incredible.
So well played.
Really timing that wonderfully, just like flashing through Riven, getting out of the way of that Wind Slash. Incredible work, and that definitely saved her life. Wow, Bibi's really nice play.
Really well played. And Shyvana just disengaging blue team, sending 2 others to go up top to try and assist with killing her.
Yeah, but not going to happen. Dragon too slippery, and has picked up that giant spot now, so even more difficult to kill. I'm interested that I assume that Cloth Armor is going to turn into a Ninja Tabi at some point, and then we may see that Sunfire Cape or potentially a Randuin's Omen, but I'd probably go with the Sunfire Cape earlier on that Shyvana.
Definitely.
And then I wonder, what do you think about potentially building a Spirit Visage or a Blade of the Ruined King first after that? What do you reckon?
I'm liking the Blade calls, actually, pretty good, yeah.
I very much like that as well, but I'm really greedy, and I like to do as much damage as possible, so we'll see what happens. I actually like building Ravenous Hydra, but that's just me.
I mean, the Blade would synergize so well with her Flame Breath and her... and
well,
just
that's
against
well,
that Zac.
Oh, Little Wally actually coming around from the side, doing that the Death Sentence actually landing though, but managing to get out of tower range so it switches aggro just in time. Wow, that was very scary. The Repel coming down, but Zeal not quite in range to land on top. And we've got the follow by Zeta here too, so this is looking dangerous for Pocket Dragons, but are they going to manage? Yeah, they are. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a push here in the bot lane. 4 versus 4, but we've got the health advantage here for Requiem. Oh, Little Wally actually diving in. Let's Bounce being popped as he gets... Oh, the Shockwave hitting 3 people though. Amazing work. Zeal gets exhausted. Little Jeffy is looking very low. Zeta actually gets ignited as well. The command attack comes through, but... Oh, at least you're not going to be able to go anywhere. Zeal gets destroyed. Attack dissonance combo now down on top, but not enough damage to finish anybody off. And that's looking like a fantastic trade in the favor of Pocket Dragons. The flash coming out from Mr. Gonzo there. Habibi's just running straight through under that turret. And now it's like they've got them caught here. Like a little fish in a barrel. Like fish in a barrel under this turret. And that Flame Breath coming through. Shyvana being this dragon here. Being just a menace, but can't actually dive that turret against 4 people. Mr. Gonzo getting out a little far. Does have that red buff, so happy to just... Oh, Habibis. You're in a lot of... That was very silly sort of overextending, but does manage to get the follow-up kill. Coming over, Zeta now very low on mana. Pops the flash on top of that lantern. Looked a little bit fancy. Was a little bit unnecessary. Once you got out of the way of that grab, then it was going to be absolutely fine. The mid lane turret, though, now getting a little bit pressured here. So wanting to actually throw out a little bit more pressure on the map, saying that they couldn't be bothered really dealing with this dive in the bot lane. They'll just try and take this mid turret instead, which I think is a very good decision.
I was a bit surprised that the Shyvana went bot lane to try and help, secure some kills instead of pushing that mid turret.
Yeah, it's interesting. She just probably wanted to help out her team. You know, team was probably saying, "Come on, Shivana, you haven't done anything all game. What are you doing?" At least that's what my friends would say.
That's what your friends would say.
It's mostly because I don't do anything all
They're
game.
really bad friends, I'm sorry, but...
No, I don't. They're just being honest. That's fine. Sunny copping that attack dissonance combo there, and Little Wally actually coming in trying to do some work onto this dragon. Are we going to have the smite? There it is. Early smite from Little Wally means that Zeal is managing to pick up that one. Little Wally doesn't actually have his passive, and the death sentence landing at max range. Zeal actually getting exploded by Mr. Gonzo. There's only one person being caught by that shockwave. Sunny actually throws a wind slash off. Not enough damage to kill anyone. Oh, there it is. Graves finishing up that kill onto Zeta. Not what you want. And
Look
wow,
how,
these pocket dragons are running away with this game at this point.
Yeah, look how cute Zach is when he's so small.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
just to bring up.
No healths. That's fine. But Habibi's being that Shyvana, being that dragon, just going to be pushing all day. And he's going to be able to get at least half damage done to this turret. Which is not what you want. Little Wally and Cookie's just wanting to get some follow-up damage onto the mid turret, but that's at full health. And even when you're just a little cross-next, you're able to withstand that, even though he's getting back now. Oh, Habibi's actually just happy to tank that up. Gamma Tempest, wow. Getting dived on in the bot lane, but doesn't actually want to follow that up, does Little Jeffy, because he's in a lot of trouble. Zeal now, flashes forward for the Q, and there's the auto attack after the Q damage out of Spider Form. Fantastic work, and really nice Elise play as well there to pick up that kill onto Zach.
I'm actually kind of happy that Shyvana's like having her time in like the spotlight. She was...
Oh, I loved her, man. When she first came out, so cool. Dragon Lady?
Yeah.
It's the best. Absolutely.
It was the same with like Lucian and such. You know, they came out, they were great. Lucy Wilson is great, but you know what I mean. They came out, they got buffed a little, and now they're pick of the month.
Yeah, absolutely, and sort of like Ziggs as well. You know, Ziggs never had his time in the spotlight, but now he is.
Yeah.
Little yordle man. That being said, I'm a fan of the general Ziggs skin, so no one's going to like me from now on.
I really
No
dislike
one likes
you know,
it. No one
hate
likes it. They hate it.
I hate it.
There's something about it. It makes me happy.
Alrighty, so the Pocket Dragons now with the 1k gold lead, 8 kills to 3.
Only 1k though when it's 8 kills to 3 is a bit of a big deal. You know, that Dragon's still really playing into that one. And the one here we do have the broken actually the ultimate being popped here by Riven in the top lane, but Dragon's Descent I think was used. No, it wasn't. It just ran away. Okay, flash over the wall. So the wind slash coming in to try and hit that white camp, but nothing actually happening. No joy there. And meanwhile,
just coming
Graves
back
now, yeah.
Just coming back from his shop and he just walks into the lane with a kill. It's just like, okay, thanks guys.
No worries.
Yeah.
Krasnik's not exactly having the game that he wanted this game. But a Vayne with a CS lead is good, but those 6 kills on Graves going to mean that he is definitely the stronger one in this particular matchup at this point. And a Graves that gets really strong early on, that's a really scary prospect. He won't scale as well as Vayne, definitely not, but the mid game is going to be where Pocket Dragons shine, which is what's happening right now. Pulling that up to a 2k gold lead at this point.
So we see that completed Sunfire Cape now on Shyvana, so a bit more AoE magic damage going to be thrown out. And
it was precisely what we said as well, so we're pretty good at this.
Yeah,
predicting the build. So we'll see whether he goes with the Blade of the Ruin King or whether he decides to go for either the Randuin's or the Spirit Visage, depending on what he wants to be mitigating against this team. There's a fair bit of magic damage though, so I'd probably want to go Spirit Visage if I was to get another defensive item straight away. Spirit Visage and then Randuin's maybe.
Or even Spirit Visage, then Blade. I mean, once they stack more health, yeah.
Actually, I like getting Spirit Visage after getting at least a Vampiric Scepter, just because it does buff the amount of lifesteal that you get as well. And Habibi's now finally finishing off that turret, and Sunny takes so much damage. Dragon's Descent being popped, but there's the Ignite. Habibi's really knows how to play that Shyvana, just showing some immense mastery of how to be a Dragon Lady. And that Burnout now just going to burn all of these creeps. We do have Little Wally coming in now as well, but is Mr. Gonzo and Little Wally enough to get rid of it? No flash actually on Habibi's. He's in a bit of trouble, especially with the constant slowing coming out. The Elastic Slingshot landing. Now we do have also a bit of an engagement in the bot lane as well. Zeal and Gamma Tempest and Krasnix now with only Little Jeffy. Little Jeffy on his lonesome to try and clean up this turret. And we did have a Bibby's actually managing to get out of that engagement. Explosive cast coming into the bot lane, Cookies, and the grab landing onto Zeal.
Oh.
Amazing, amazing repel to get out of the damage of that body slam as well. And here it is. It's the Gamma Tempest. It's the Vayne, now managing to pick up kill after kill, actually being stolen there a little bit by Krosnix. Bit of a problem, but Gamma Tempest really showing that now is when Vayne can do some damage, and he's going to be able to go back and finish off that Blade of the Ruined King, which is going to give him incredible dueling potential.
Yeah, and the Shyvana just...
not as strong as Gonzo.
Shyvana just too tanky for Graves and such to take down earlier.
Yeah, it was a nice condemn onto the wall there. Mr. Gonzo actually being forced to pop his barrier there as well as his flash in order to get out of that. Really nicely played. And Mr. Gonzo being up that far but still being scared of this Vayne, this is not... Oh, there it is! The shockwave comes out and instantly obliterated. Zeta just flashing forward. Command attack into shockwave. Couldn't even be bothered disonancing. I think he might have used that in the jungle in order to get down there faster. But there it was. That was a brilliant just insta-gib of that very low but incredibly strong at this point AD carry. And Shyvana just being a big Shyvana. And lists lazily to the left out of that hook. Nice bit of dodging work there. And the Zeal and finished Blood of the Ruined King being picked up by Vayne. So, wow. Gamma Tempest going to be a real Tempest in these team fights. Hashtag puns of damage.
Yeah, so Vayne actually not doing too bad on her items considering Graves is 6 and 2. Yeah, so she's going to be able to do a lot of damage now with that blade and that Zeal.
Yeah. She can definitely duel the Graves, even though he is 6 and 2 at this point with those items. Just because she can, as long as she gets that condemn in the right spot, if she gets that against a wall, Graves is dead. I think even then, with the Blade of the Ruined King giving her the extra health and the extra chase power, she could still potentially 1v1 this Graves with a little bit of outplay. So it's very, very scary for the side of Pocket Dragons, especially when they need to win this one in order to bring back this series. Oh, the Cocoon narrowly missing there in the bot lane. We do have a ward actually on this dragon, but it looks like Requiem's going to be able to pick this. Oh, the grab actually coming in onto Zeal, instantly repelling and getting straight back down on top of Mr. Gonzo. Was a little bit out of position in order to let her escape. So really, really nice work, and they're going to take this dragon as well. Habibi's now coming in just to destroy that ward. Oh, and Cookies actually comes in. The red team actually takes it. Habibi's taking that one out. And wow, that shockwave doing so much damage. Now Habibi's in being a gigantic dragon, unable to be actually hurt by anyone. Gamma Tempest now. Oh, wow, that barrier, is it going to be enough? No, the last tick of Ignite after that barrier wears off. And now Habibi's on his own, on his lonesome, trying to fend for himself here. Does manage to flash over the wall, but that was an amazing fight. Amazing fight for Pocket Dragons. They lost the dragon, but they managed to get 3 kills out of it. Definitely worth. 3 for 2? Not bad. Actually, probably not worth, considering that they lost 2 people. But now Habibis does get the shutdown, so guaranteed worth. There it is.
Yep, and Thresh just being a little ninja and backing just behind the dragon pit in the bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sneaky little bastard. Krosnik's not wanting to feed anymore. We do have Vayne wanted to pick up the Static Shiv instead of the PD, so it looks like Static Shiv just generally the item of choice for the majority of people, and Vayne really does need that extra wave clear, so Static Shiv, a good pickup.
I've often seen a few Vaynes go Static Shiv Phantom Dancer. It's a scary thing to watch as well.
That's true, that's a lot of attack speed, especially got Blade of the Ruined King as well. I think we'll probably expect the Last Whisper to come out after that Static Shiv, though, I would assume, just to maximize that damage.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, there's not all that much defense stacking apart from this Glacial Shroud coming out from Blitzcrank, but we'll see what happens. Sunny just finding Zeal there in his own jungle, but not wanting a bar of it.
And now the Requiem actually ahead on gold despite being down 4 kills, and I think that's due to the fact of the Shyvana split push and the farming that she's...
turrets getting destroyed over again, yeah.
Orianna, Vayne, and Shyvana all ahead of their opposing lane partners.
Oh, Zeta actually getting grabbed. That was incredible. Little Jeffy wastes no time, picks up that grab. Ward pays for itself at that point, and Zeta going to feel pretty dumb at this point. Looks like we're going to have an Athene's into a Void Staff from our Zeta on Oriana, which is, I actually like that pickup. You know, there's Zach has a lot of magic resist, and you know, got that Negatron cloak coming out of Blitzcrank as well. It means that she's going to do just generally a little bit more damage to those more tankier targets. Oh, the Death Sentence landing onto Cookies, which is a target that they want to hit the box down in a very nice spot. Crossnix though getting really, really low. Habibi's now in right in amongst that fight, going down really, really low. Mr. Gonzo's positioning is fantastic. And wow, instantly killing 3 people. Explosive cast from Cookies. My God. Insta-Gib now with the shockwave coming out from Zeta, but too little too late at this point. They're going to lose that turret, and they have lost that gold lead as well. It's now 1k, and are they going to be able to push any further? I don't think so. The grab coming out. Zeta now doesn't want to get grabbed 2 times in a row. That'd make him feel really, really silly.
Yeah, and just watching that fight, I was just noticing Graves doing a very good job of keeping his distance from the Shyvana, who just kept trying to run at him. Just poking away at the back.
Quickdraw just doing a lot of work in that regard, and he just has a lot of really nice peel. You know, little Jeffy being able to knock them up, and little Wally also being that, you know, the little brothers being able to protect their AD carry so well with their respective CC.
Oh wow, just realised they had Little and a name. Little Jeffy,
yeah.
Little Wally. I just noticed that.
Yeah, we're going to call him Little Jolly from now on. What do you reckon?
Little Jolly?
Yeah.
Little Jolly, sure. What happened to Janet last game? We didn't even say that.
Yeah, I got over it, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, here's another pause coming in, though. Hopefully it's not a big deal. And we did have the Spirit Visage pick up as the second item choice for Shyvana. So opting for a little bit more tankiness. But I think what she really needed, or what, you know, I guess Habibi is a dude, so what he really needed was to get more armor. I mean, that Graves is sitting at the back and tearing him apart. So maybe that Randuin's needs to be built sooner rather than later, but it looks like we're going to go to that Blade of the Ruined King first.
So there's that Spirit Visage Vamp Scepter that you're talking about.
Yeah, I do like that combo for the sustain. It's probably not going to be enough in the middle of those raucous team fights in order to keep Habibi alive.
Now we see Graves coming back to lane with a Fortitude Potion elixir, so extra health but extra damage. That's going to be interesting.
And this could be because they're posturing for a Baron fight. And Gamma Tempest and Crossnix are now in the bot lane, a long way away from that. So there were pings going down. Blue side Pocket Dragon's looking to potentially go for that, but I don't like it, to be honest. I think that Baron is just the classic noob magnet wanting to kill unsuspecting people that think that it's a good idea to go for it when they could be killing turrets. If there's a siege that needs to be broken, I mean, that's a good idea, but I think they should try siege just for a little bit first. Sunny, though, a little bit out of position, so not going to be able to do much work here. So it's going to wander around. I think that there needs to be some wards more put down by Requiem in order to get back control of their jungle. You can see blue wards just littering through that red side. So Pocket Dragons just know exactly what's going on. And Gragas going for a second item, Riley's Crystal Scepter.
Interesting. And then we see the Void Staff, like you said, coming up from Oriana there now.
Yeah, and that's an okay pickup. I'm okay with that.
Oh,
the Crossnix, the max range hook. Crossnix not happy at all. Flay comes out, does about nothing. And he's just going to die for free. These hooks coming out of Jeffy are really saving them this game.
Yeah, fantastic aiming from Blitzcrank there.
Oh yeah, just utilizing those Blitzcrank mechanics. Only a 1k gold lead though, 8 kills in the lead here by Pocket Dragons.
Yeah, it's really the objective control that the...
yeah, and the CS leads as well, across the board. Oh, we've got the incredible jump in with the Dragon's Descent. Zeal though getting completely obliterated. Shockwave hitting 3 people though. Habibi's actually now getting exhausted. Does pick up the kill onto Sunny, but is it going to be enough? Vayne actually dying. That is not good news to the side of Requiem. Mr. Gonzo now on full health. Habibi's now wanting to try and do some work onto him, but doesn't really know which target to go for. Little Jeffy now presenting himself, and the ball now on top of Habibi's. Oh, the death sentence landing on top. Crossnix now wanting to get some revenge for the amazing hook that was landed just before by Little Jeffy. Mr. Gonzo, though, now just able to run out of the way. He does have that static shift for the extra move speed on top of Boots too, so able to just walk on out of there after a quick draw or two. But not a bad fight on the side of Requiem. You know, they lost Gamma Tempest and they lost Zeal pretty early on, but it did go 2 for 2 in the end. Yeah,
so it was definitely the fight then really, really hard for the Pocket Dragons, just because Graves was forced out of it. The Shyvana was just on top of him the entire time. Not
Yeah,
giving him
absolutely.
any breathing space, yeah, and Gragas just trying to poke everybody with his barrels and executing that vein